Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. We appreciate you and we appreciate Carlton Dry. This episode is thanks to our good mates at Carlton Dry, the official beer of the AFL. Brittles, how are you?
I'm tired, mate. Yeah. Katie's had a weekend away and I've had the kids the whole weekend.
How selfish.
No, good for her. She needed it. I had the weekend before when I went to the little mountain bike.
You work pretty hard as a dad.
I always do. Yeah, look good, feel good, play good, in that order.
Well, what's on for her weekend away? You're obviously on the trails when you go away.
Well, yeah, it's a point of conjecture. And she up to Brisbane and at the Carlisle. Yeah, just
a little bit more expensive.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tune into the credit card while the girls are away. But
mate, the Carlisle, I don't know.
Khalil, I don't know.
Khalil,
I don't know.
Whatever it is in Brisbane.
Text it in.
Some of the best restaurants up there I've ever been to.
Well, that's what she
SK,
said. Yeah.
SK Steak and Oysters.
Is that a little bit of a shout out, a plug?
It's not a plug. I've just been there and it's unbelievable. There's another Japanese one where the sushi rooms, they eat it up, cook it up in front of you, cut all the sashimi. They brought the table in from Japan. This table, mate, is like 50 metres long and it's one piece of wood, like from a tree. They flew it from Japan.
They flew it in.
Well, I didn't walk it in, not even that much. It was a bit heavy.
Swimming across.
Trailer.
Yeah, Mickey boy, congratulations, young boy. With North Melbourne.
Kanga.
What a win, mate.
Yeah,
Congrats.
it's good. It's good. It was yesterday, so we won't review that game straight away. We'll kind of work through the order of the weekend.
You can spend the whole ep on it if you want.
Yeah, happy to. But
you got to bathe in
look,
those
winning's
things.
just an outcome.
Yeah.
So,
Of fundamentals, of
hard
action
work,
and effort.
it's
Quick
good to get
hands in
some.
the sauna.
What did Clarko say?
No, Clarko was at his best this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, he built some edge.
What did he do?
No, it was great. He built the game up really well, and set the boys up to succeed. It was pretty clear.
How good's Tristan Cherry?
He played really
He might
well.
be the only bloke that is a ruckman that I have an ounce of respect for.
No, just an ounce.
Him and Gorn, that's about it.
Yeah. So they went
And-
and they went head to head yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was a fierce
Helmet
battle.
v bald head.
Cool. Moving on.
I'm just working some. I'm doing
You
like
work-
I'm
yeah.
like doing the reporters, when they're on a show, but they're working some.
You're working a story. Yeah, we're working a story. We've got something breaking in the background here. Tom Powell is messaging Mick Barlow at the moment, who is friends with KSI.
Yeah, did you say that? He messaged last night, Tom, and he said,
Who is KSI?
Yeah, I didn't know, and I still don't. But
So he's
best
a
day of his
massive.
life,
He's
he
probably like the
reckons.
biggest streamer in the world. He streams things. I actually don't know how this has even happened. Do you know the backstory to this?
So Tom, at home games, the home
play a
team,
song.
they kick a goal and you get to choose a song.
Yeah.
And Tom went with KSI.
His song, which is I didn't even know he had a song because I didn't know he was a rapper.
Link
as
or
well.
Matt, here he is.
Yeah, no. So the song, the thick of it, it was like a historically terrible song. Like when all YouTubers they have a second career in music and like he's been a rapper for ages, but this song is just shit. Like it's just it's just corny and it's bad.
I like it.
And did
it
Tom?
was like
So
it
is Tom
blew up
doing this as a
being-
joke?
Yeah, everyone took the piss out of the song. It's like it'd be like if you had like Gangnam Style as like
Okay.
something like that.
So
sorta.
that's really good context.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks, man.
So
Red
yeah,
Hot
he's
Summer.
always
But now
done that
they're
for a
mates.
piss take, and then but KSI he like sort of acted like he would defend the song, like I don't know why everyone hates it, just to sort of build it up. But now he's sort of like he's with
He
the
knows
joke.
He's
Yeah.
embraced it.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
gag.
it's a terrible song.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So sort of like if Brett started rapping, it would be like that, sort of like the equivalency in the
I think
AFL.
Brett's would be a bit better.
Yeah, okay.
I actually thought I was going to become Marshall Mathers when I was a kid. I used to love
I used to rap on the motorbike and just do a bit of freestyling.
On the motorbike, I was rapping.
Yeah.
Why would I be doing that? No one can hear me over the motorbike. But anyway, moving on.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, we're all over the joint because there's a lot to get through, and we will review these games. But a few good things happened on the weekend as well, which is huge news. Huge news. Mackie boy kicked a goal in the
Quite a
practice
weekend.
match.
Yeah,
It's always
practice match
important-
goal. Which
Always put your best foot forward in the practice matches.
yeah, well,
Big body of work over the
Can
pre-season.
you,
So
can you
the
explain it
selection
in under
panel-
5 minutes?
Yeah, I can keep it short. The selection panel at Surrey are going to have a few headaches. Let's just say I've made a what's the word? I made a
Impression?
case for myself
Yeah.
to be picked in the 24 because we have an extended bench
Yeah.
in the reserves. But no, it was a good goal. It was actually probably one of the best goals I've ever kicked.
On the
My mate-
run.
Yeah, it was actually. So
Wow.
my mate Kingy, he marked it on like the flank, sort of like towards the wing, sort of. And he could have easily just centered it in to the forward himself. And he saw me streaming off the back flank through the middle, just chipped it to me, marked it on the run, and just slotted it. To be fair, it's a very, very small ground. It was like probably 30 out. But I was like,
So
I was.
Are you saying that the coach has a set play for you off the half-back flank?
Nah, look, I just read
It's almost
the game.
like me coming through the middle in the Neville type action.
Play that video again.
Sometimes you just got to like read the game, don't you?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you do. So you were definitely going for the goals.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
4 posts.
All right, the forward was...
Because I've had a message in here from
right.
someone that was playing in the game, and they say here. So what's happened is the ball has come inboard from the wing to him, standing on the 50, just outside the arc. I've streamed past, absolutely begging for him to give it, but he's run into 40, kicked it long, went over the full forward's head that was leaning out. So basically, he's tried to hit up the full forward.
Decoy.
He's tried to hit up the full forward. He's kicked it over his head, helicopter punt, and it's just rolled through the goals. Then he ran around celebrating for 100 metres. To the celebration where the contract was signing. So, because he just signed the contract 100 metres in a practice match. He's missed a full forward and it's bounced through the goals.
Yeah, that's actually 100% what happened. The forward was just a decoy. He's just drawing out the defender.
Yeah.
So no one could get to the line. So I was
So
like,
you were
all right.
about 30 out and you've dribbled it through.
Nah, I was like 45 probably.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Anyway, good story.
We move on. Carlton Hawthorn on, what was it? Thursday night.
Yeah.
We streamed this one on Clubby TV. It was pretty...
Did you tune into a bit of ABC special?
Well,
Special pauses?
We've got some feedback on that, and it's coming because we're just getting some audio. So on Thursday's episode,
I'm so aware of it too.
there's some stuff coming that
Yeah,
we're
I
really
tuned
excited
in,
for.
Brett. I actually put the TV on mute and
Had a listen.
and synced it up.
Yeah.
And you were prolific.
Can we leave it on Thursday because we've got
And
something with
obviously
us.
we'll ring Murph.
Yeah, definitely. I've had him on the phone. I've had his wife Jessie crying.
It's a shout, Mick.
That's a 3.5%, mate. Be careful.
Oh, mate.
So yeah, Jessie and the kids were crying at the game, and they just said,
Where's Daddy's not down here?
"We don't know where he is." I go, "No, he's there. He just can't get a word."
That's him breathing in the background.
You blokes are clowns. But we're not allowed to talk about it, so let's move on.
Oh, man, I got sort of.
Okay. Hawthorn. We all tipped Hawthorn, by the way. So do you want to do the updates on the tips link?
Yeah, I can.
Can you give it to us, like what we were pre-round, and then we'll go post-round?
So I've got the overall tips.
Yep.
Brett is leading on 15.
Yeah.
Dill is second on 14.
Wow.
And Mick is third on 11.
Surprising.
Round 2 tips, Brett got 5, Mick got 5, and Dill got 6.
Bloody Dockers cost us.
Yeah, the Dockers cost you guys.
Bloody, we'll get to the next game.
We'll get to that.
But there must have been another one because you went with North. Well, I reckon we went to D's.
Yeah, we've got them all here, but we all tipped Hawthorn this week, so we'll talk about that game.
Yep.
What do you think?
The Hawks is too classy, in my opinion. They were able to match the effort and intensity from Carlton. They were better, Carlton. I thought they tried and they didn't want for too much other than a little bit more composure going inside forward 50. The old bomb and hope is not going to work. As Melbourne probably found out over the last few years, you can't continue to do that. They've got enough supply. But, yeah, weather conditions, I get pissed down there for a little bit, but then it dried out okay. They can still catch it. It was all right. But overall, the system of Hawthorn just looked top shelf.
And they ran to the end. Like I think a lot of the commentary coming out of the game was that Carlton, or questioning Carlton's run and spread, which might be something to delve into a little bit deeper. But I think on the other side of the coin, the Hawks, their ability to run and spread and go long in games is pretty evident.
Yeah, well, Michael Voss actually said, we're sweet. And to his point a little bit is that they kicked 2 goals 8 in the second half, which you kick 8-2, you're probably talking about it in a different sense.
Yeah, bad kicking's bad football.
It
That's
is.
what they say.
Yeah.
The bad kicking though as well with the Blues, which was evident at the game. As I said, we'll stream it here. We could not believe, and I know that this is evidently due to Hawthorn's pressure they were putting on the ball, but Carlton couldn't even chain out. They couldn't get any exit kicks. They were just bombing it as high as they could, even out of D50, literally in like turnover central.
Yeah.
Everything was just going
49
high.
marks.
Yeah.
Carlton.
Damning. Well, you tell me, and I asked this of Murph as well. I was like, who are there?
Just bring him in, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Mark, come on.
I
Jesse's worried.
Beep, beep, beep. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. You
Fuck
go on. What'd you ask of him? I'm genuinely interested.
Did you see Mack's goal? That's what I asked.
No. Please, Brett, go.
Come on.
I said to him, who are your best kicks at the club and who are your quick players? There is no, like, I can't say.
Did you come up with who was the kick? Was there anyone that you said was a good kick? Because
who?
No, I agree. I saw
Sard's a good long kick
He's
at
kind of
times.
penetrating.
Yeah, and he's the only quick player that I could come up with.
Yeah, because
They're
Nathan
missing
Brown
Newman.
did something on
They're missing Nick Newman.
Nick Newman's
Yeah,
he's a good kick.
But
Did
he's out for the year.
He is out for the year.
you go through the rest of them though? Like
No, Nathan Brown did this on the Sunday Footy Show. He went up.
He must have been listening.
He must have been, but he went and did the kicks from Hawthorn, Collingwood, Western Bulldogs, and Carlton, and Hawthorn had probably the best elite kicks in the game, and Bulldogs and Collingwood were pretty even, and he couldn't put one for Carlton either. And I was thinking, fuck, there probably isn't at the moment. Like Zach Williams and Doc are good kicks. Maybe it's a form, maybe it's also I don't know, but they're just probably not.
Well, but they're
at
not
the
quick though to change the game, and that's where I think they got let down. They haven't got line breakers, and they've looked that way for the last few years. They've got bulls in there, Cripps, Chera, Hewitt.
Hewitt played
Walsh has even become like he doesn't break lines anymore. He looks injured, maybe. Murph suggested that on the game, but it's like, well, I just can't see. And then they're small forwards. I mean, Motlop played probably his best game.
Yep.
But then Fogarty, miss him. There's got a few. Zachy Williams was up and down.
I'm not exactly sure what Fogarty is like. Is he mainly a pressure forward? Because I don't feel like he really hits the scoreboard a lot.
Nah, and that's the thing. We got rid of Matt Owies.
Yeah,
But I can only
Should've
assume
paid him
that's
$900.
Wow, yeah. I can only
to be honest,
assume
he's a bloody-
pressure. That's a salary cap squeeze.
no, and
Because he's kicked the most, second most goals, third most goals for the club in the last couple of years.
We've got to give Hawthorn their credit, which we are, but I think it's worth dissecting Blues for a little bit longer because their list last year with Kennedy and Owies, you'd argue is probably better than it is this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we able to do our embrace the mid as it comes up in the game that we want to do?
Embrace the mid, yes.
So my embrace the mid for Carlton Dry this week, a young bloke, only in his third year, I think he might be, did an unbelievable job on Dylan Moore, Ollie Hollands. I thought he was great all night. Really stuck to his guns. Kept Dylan Moore, who's probably arguably, he was All-Australian last year, I think, but he'd be up there again by the end of this season, unless someone does a job every week like this, because he kept him to 9 touches and a goal, and he got caught, I don't know how many times, with the footy. I
was listening to, it might have been on the weekend. Might have been on your platform. Remind me if it was, but they were calling Dylan Moore Mr. 20 and 2, because it's just rocks up. Gets his 20, kicks his 2,
hot dog, can of
and
Coke,
goes on.
see you later.
Backs it up, comes back next week.
No, I think it was
that was me and
Kingy was talking about. He's like, why doesn't anyone put any? No, they weren't. Why doesn't anyone put any time into this bloke? Because he just gets away with it, and he links up all day and creates what they need. But
he's the best at that bad position, which is no one wants to play it, and he plays it well. But when you're getting tagged on that position, as I was every week in the knee forward, it's very hard to get free.
Well, when you're a little bloke and you can't then go and take a mark or go inside and win your own footy,
and as you said, Brett, all season we're embracing the mid thanks to Carlton Dry, 3.5%, the official beer of the AFL. So this week,
Ollie Hollands for me.
Oh yes, sorry, you went with Ollie Hollands. Okay,
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'll get to mine when the game Actually, no, I'll just fucking do it now.
All right.
The Swans Fremantle game I was watching last
having a look.
night.
Yes.
Actually on KO.
Yeah.
And what a game it was. And I'm going for the I think they're calling him the mini lizard.
Are they?
Yeah, Riley Bice.
Oh, he was good, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Especially late.
It was almost like a little bit of back off the centre square.
He took off a couple of times. He left young Neil Erasmus just in his wake and snagged it too. Left foot to the boundary, just knocked it through from 35.
And that comes to the development of these guys and where they come from. Obviously, Werribee Tigers with the van, which we haven't actually spoke a lot about this year. How's Jimmy
which is
going?
good.
Jimmy's good. He won't mind me telling you, and trying to keep a light-hearted lens on this.
Is he okay? He's not with Boris.
My sources tell me,
Oh, God.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
and I'm glad he told me because it was after the fact, that he had a a moment where he did go to the other side, Jimmy, over the off season, and he's back better than ever. He said, I said, what do you say? Like 13 to 15 seconds before getting resuscitated.
Oh, saw the light.
Was he in a pool? Or
No, he was. I think he was genuinely. He was on the pre-season camp for where.
Did he have a heart attack?
Not sure what medical episode he had, but
Gotta be really careful here not to.
yeah. So he's back. He's looking good.
Shout
Good on him.
Yeah,
And
shout
he's got
out.
some new
Shout out.
teeth.
Oh, he got the chomps.
Yeah, he got really, really nice teeth.
Wow.
The van's due for
Bigger
a
than
service.
Bevo's.
You know what? Sometimes you need a bit of a scare in your life to get your teeth fixed and get your health back on track. I had it last year. You had a bit of a down moment. I thought, I'm going to get back in the gym.
Yeah.
So
Was that after you took your shirt off in the other studio?
it was that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think. Yeah, for sure.
Werribee followed me on Instagram.
Really?
Werribee Football Club followed me on Instagram.
Maybe they want you in the
Maybe,
VFL.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw my goal on the weekend. They saw it coming because it was a few weeks ago and they followed me.
Do you know
Something
that Mack's actually a boutique influencer now?
Is he?
He's been getting packages delivered to the office the other day, a big box.
Of?
I'm like,
Where
oh, here
is
we
it?
go.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, well, it's in there somewhere. And I go, this would be for me. A lot of, great brands send us some good stuff. Carlton Draft, KO, all the crew, BWS. What is it? It said Mack Kelly on it. Big box full of clothes for Big Mack
I'm
Kelly.
fucking that excited. If you're a brand and you're listening, keep sending me shit.
So you haven't opened it?
No.
Hasn't seen
I
it.
will promote anything. I will sell out. I will promote anything. There's no ethics
What is it?
on
It's a
my
big box
side.
in Pasadena, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they messaged me and they said they've got a AFL collab and they like Footy and Friends. They said we think Link's stealing your thunder a little bit. And I said I agree.
I think you could do a duel.
Yeah, a little
Duel
club.
post. Yeah.
Oh, me and them. I thought you were talking about me and Lincoln.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, yeah, we could. But yeah, no, if you're a brand and you're listening, I will promote anything. And I'll do it passionately too.
Wow. Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's go on to Footscray versus the Collingwood Magpies. Congratulations to Footscray on 100 years. They lost.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well,
But it was a good
yeah,
game.
great
It was a good
effort.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
great
it
effort.
was a real
How'd
good
Boris go watching this one? Was he up and about? Because it's got pretty close towards it.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Dad.
Yeah.
My old man was actually, he was on Facebook writing about how upset he was about the umpires and asking about what's going on and what constitute a free kick and correct disposal. And
So he's on
Yeah, he had
Facebook asking. Can we get it up? Can you get up the post and we'll get Mack and Linc to read it out in a second?
Yeah.
I love how that generation, their first thing is to just get on Facebook and make a status.
Yeah.
His question was, can someone explain to me the difference between knocked out in a tackle and incorrect disposal? And one of his best mates was like, yep, one is knocked out in the tackle, the other is incorrect disposal. Sort of.
Oh, did your old man
goes on like he's got the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Dad was writing back and forth. He goes, "Can you see when I write back?" I was like, "Yes, mate. I can see everything
That
you're
is
saying."
so good. Did your old man ever get in the Richmond Facebook groups and defend you?
Yeah, no, he's on Big Footy.
Big Footy. I was about to say that. Big Footy operator.
What do you think of this game, boys? Geez, I know it's been said a bit, but Sam Darcy's pretty impressive, isn't he?
Oh, mate, how good were his hands? He's 6'100", but he made Darcy Moore look average and not very big. Yeah, very, very good player. I heard this morning on the radio they're talking about do everything around this kid, make him your centerpiece. And I was like, wow. Yeah,
Well, the big question at
but-
the moment that everyone always says is like, would you pick Dacos or Darcy if you were starting a team? Say you're going to Tassie, you could target one,
Yeah.
you're going to get him. Who would you take?
I'd take Dacos.
Yeah, I'll take Dacos.
I'd take Dacos purely because of the theatre of it as well. Like leaving Collingwood, going there would be huge. And
Marketing.
he's more, yeah. I've got a bit more of a business brain than you guys.
Well, he's a father-son too, Sam Darcy, so
Yeah.
leaving Footscray would be pretty...
And I don't want to break Boris's heart either. With it. He's gone through enough trauma in his life. He doesn't need to deal with that shit.
Will Boris be around for the Tasmania?
Oh, let's
That one day at a time, big fella.
yeah, one day at a time, mate. So Darcy kicked 4.
That's a long time.
Schultz kicked 2. He's fired up a bit. He's probably needed to for the Pies.
Yeah, and third best.
Third best.
Yeah, both sides had 6 put in the best, which would indicate, but even though there was a
good game.
loser, that they weren't disgraced.
Yes. You actually tipped the Dogs, and Brett and I tipped Collingwood.
Yeah.
So good on
I'm
you.
with Brett's dad
Yeah.
with that decision.
Yeah. Fair
The
enough.
umpire sort of let it down a bit, do you reckon?
I shouldn't say that.
I actually ran into the so on Saturday night where we had one of the boys' birthdays, and I very rarely get out of the house, but I went to this bar and a few of the Collingwood boys were there.
Oh, yeah.
And mate, I feel so sorry for Nick Dacos. Like within him, I reckon walking 100 metres of venue, I reckon 17 people had already told me that he was going to be there soon. I was like, fucking hell, this
He
poor
was on the way there,
bloke.
was he?
He was on the way. He rocked and like just couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Just people around him everywhere. Like God.
Same thing happens to Ed. It's unbelievable.
Not me, man. I saw him there and I just nodded at him. He nodded back.
a bit of mutual respect.
Just
you reckon?
mutual respect.
Yeah.
I let him go about his thing. I said, "You got people to see. I got people to see."
Well,
Yeah.
in the group the next day, so it was Will Swale's birthday, who, as we know, we spoke about him, he loves Tex.
Yeah.
They reckon Nick Dacos has copped some amazing tags throughout his career, but none better than Will Swale on Saturday night.
Really?
Yeah, like really bad.
In his back
apparently.
pocket?
Yeah, really bad, which is just, I hope that doesn't speak any volumes of us. It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
That's on him.
Were you at the pub in opposite Vic Park?
No, it was in, we're at the
Bot.
Botanical, the Bot. Renas was there, the police from Strudgeon.
Right, there we go.
Saw him as well.
Oh, Uzi.
And actually, I got bullied on the night. Lockie Murphy, Murphy,
Yeah.
the Collingwood player.
No. Nathan Murphy.
No,
Collingwood?
the VFL Lockie
Sullivan.
Sullivan. Lockie Sullivan. Fuck, Lockie Sullivan.
VFL player.
No,
He's on the AFL.
no. You know what? Fuck him, because he was because he was bullying me.
Yeah.
He came up. We were chatting with Billy Frampton. Really, Billy Frampton's a big boy actually. Very big boy, strong, very handsome.
Key back.
And we're chatting with Josh Carmichael, very good bloke. He's
from West Adelaide.
West Adelaide. He had a couple surgeries on his neck.
Yeah.
He's going doing some good stuff. I said, mate, come down to Salt. We'll do some gyms together.
Yeah.
And then Lockie Sullivan was there,
VFL player.
AFL player, but was through the VFL system.
gotcha.
He got picked up. He's a good player. And he's got a shaved head like me. And he goes, I don't know how it came to it, but we're like, we got the same haircut, man. Similar hairlines too. And like I was joking with him because his hairline's like very good,
like
and mine's
Lego-ish.
like this, and he was sort of like, "Yeah, man, yeah, we've got the same hair," and he's sort of giving me like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" like joking around. So I thought I was joking with him, but then I turned into the joke,
Yeah.
which was quite embarrassing.
You should have clipped him.
You're lucky I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have
I
even
know.
talked to you like that.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I was there actually. I didn't see that.
anything else on the game?
I actually didn't notice the umpires, to be honest. Like I watched it on the couch with Mum, and I was like, "Well, where is?" I didn't pick up that it was so lopsided, but I wasn't tuned in like astutely. Obviously, like Dad.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
What about Jamara not going to the game? Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
Is it the 100-year game, obviously?
Yeah.
On the Wednesday night, was it like the NBL? Thursday was it the NRL? And then Friday was...
Well, you can't be out 3 nights in a row.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
My parents always used to tell me, just got to balance out your life.
Yeah, that's
moderation.
Fair call. Okay.
Did you find out where he was? Did he update
Well,
his status?
he was uploading stuff on socials, being at a pub.
Did you reply? Do you roll his Facebook?
He gave that. It's bullshit.
Moving on.
Just checked in.
It was Footscray's largest ever home and away game against attendance, which is congrats to them as well.
Well, the Pies were good enough in the end, but I'm not convinced.
Jury's
that
still
they're
out?
good- I'm not convinced that they're good enough to win the whole thing just yet. Yep.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
They're a bit clunky still.
Pretty impressive with Pendlebury and Sidebottom as well. Most games as teammates.
308. Yeah.
Crazy. Broke the record of McLeod and Edwards, Tyson Edwards. Essendon, Adelaide at the MCG, we all tipped the Crows, and my golly gosh, they absolutely dismantled
Didn't they?
the Bombers.
They were impressive to watch.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed watching most of this game. I didn't watch the whole thing, but every time you tune in for a couple of minutes as you're passing through and whatever else, another goal, and they just kept... Like, Essendon would be pretty happy with 15-10. Like, that's usually a pretty good score, but when you've let in 25-11 back the other way, Mick, it's...
And some of them, like you say, some of the goals were amazing, weren't they? Obviously,
Rankins.
the finish per
Far
Rankin
out. That was amazing. Even Rochelle's as well. They're back-to-back, weren't they? Rochelle first.
His right foot banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they become a bit like the Hawks of last year when they
Oh,
got
yeah.
their
They've got their mojo up the hawk ball.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of that in what Adelaide are doing.
Yeah.
They're ferocious in the contest. They've got speed. They've got skill.
They've got big
and then
blokes
they've got
up
the
forward
polish.
who can catch it.
Yeah.
Some big numbers in this game too. Like Zach Merritt, 36 and 4 goals won. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a huge day. You ever have a
Keys
day
has
like
kicked
that?
4 goals too.
Did you ever have a day like that?
I did actually. I never got the 36, but definitely 4 goals won. A couple of
Yeah.
needful games. 4 goals 2 from Keys. 4 goals 2 from Rochelle. 3 goals 1 Riley.
Riley what?
Thilthorpe.
Go again.
Tilthorpe.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or Phil Thorpe.
Kako too. Yeah. Like
Filthy.
big game. So.
What about Drapes' around the corner set shotties? You like that?
and then shushing his own crowd.
Well,
So he kicked a goal and then shushed his own crowd.
The travelling Adelaide army at the MCG.
the one that I couldn't quite. They're down by 15 goals, and he's kicked one from 40, and he's just like, the little tongue out, and he's just like, oh, what are you?
Probably not the time.
But he's just like, yeah, put that away. He's that wrapped with it.
What are they doing there at 200 plus?
Oh,
there's a bit to
fucking hell.
dissect in that.
Oh, mate, wait till we get to Combin later. Big
Combin,
chomp.
yeah.
There's plenty to talk about there.
Jake Saligo, my little future rising, or what do we call him at the start of the year?
Breakout.
The breakout player, yeah. Another 27 and 2.
Just couldn't quite feature in the best 6 though there in the rundown.
Couldn't he?
Nah.
Gee, that's not sure what you have to do. I'll be pretty flat with that. Yeah. Rankin come off the ground with nearly a quarter and a half to go, and he's still second best. So make of that what you will.
What about Adelaide's first win at the MCG since 2017?
And they hadn't played Essendon there since 1995, was it? I think we said last week.
2017.
Yeah. It's a long time. They don't play there a heap, let's be honest, but they were impressive. And they're like, if you were redoing your 8 off the back of 2 games, you'd have to say that they're sneaking up into contention there, wouldn't you?
Was 2017 when they were in the grand final?
They were.
Yep. Yeah. Because they didn't win that either.
No, they power step.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did power stance.
I remember you went at the Giants in 2017.
No, not yet.
When they first did that, we played them in the quali, and they're all standing there with their arms straight. So, what are these clowns
They
doing?
only did it for that. Well, they didn't make the finals beyond that, but that was the one final series they did it. Yeah, it was like just the
yeah.
Bit weird. Port Adelaide versus Richmond at Adelaide Oval. Travis Boak has now played the most games for Port, playing for the 393rd time on Saturday. 373 of those classified as official AFL games.
Oh, yeah. So pracky games.
Got you. Okay, that was
International rules.
right. So I was going to say because that means he probably won't get to 400 this year, obviously, unless he goes
probably
again.
not.
Nah,
Unless they extend the season.
just for Travis. Boak. Just for
Yeah,
Boak.
so-
Just for
who for?
Boak. Just for Boak. They may extend the season from what I've heard about that. So we'll see. Watch this space.
Are you in dialogue with Andrew Dillon on it?
And Koshy. So the goals, Georgiades, I really like Georgiades. Palpit 3, Rioli 3, Rosie 3, Burgoyne 2.
Good spread.
Yeah.
Really good spread.
Good spread.
I was actually I wasn't confident, but I thought the Tigers would give a better showing than this off the back of last week and getting some real confidence out of it, but they were just wiped by a side that is going to be obviously pushing towards, hopefully for them, top 4. But
Do you reckon?
no, that's what they want, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, led by Connor Rozee. What's he had, like 75 disposals in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah,
or
he's had a bit of the ball.
ridiculous? He just,
Bit of the ball.
he's leading by example, isn't he, in terms of being the skipper and going out there without his little partner in crime in Zachy Butters. So yeah, I mean, the highest possession getter for Richmond, who was that? Jacob Hop with 24 and Shorty with 21. Just, they got bullied all over the team.
74 disposals for Rosie the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
478 disposals to 297. Like, that is just owning it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the bottom, wow, like in terms of bottom possession players on the ground, Richmond to make up, I'm going to say about 12 of the bottom 14.
Yeah.
So what happened to Lukosius?
He cracked his kneecap.
Fractured
In
kneecap.
the early?
Well,
Must have been
obviously he
early.
didn't touch it.
Yeah, it was
so-
first quarter, I think.
You can still not touch and have massive impact on the game with voice and communication
And taps.
and taps, tap-ons and
Corrals.
pressure points.
heaps of stuff like that. Trust me, I've done it. There you go. I hope he's okay. Anything else on this game? I think we move on.
Joe Richards had 25 and 1.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, I think we
impressive.
move on.
He was good. Anyway, on to the Cats and the Saints.
Hey, we didn't speak about Ed Allen in the VFL. We had 31 and 7 clearances or something like that.
Yeah, he did.
Did you go to the
Do you reckon we get
Botanical?
Pendles
Was he
out
there
and get
on
Ed
Saturday
back in?
night? Was he one of the lads?
On
Was he at
Saturday
the
night.
block?
Jill, he 1,000% was there and you've just ignored him.
I didn't see him. I would have 100% seen him. Mack, we would have seen him.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Trust me.
Nothing gets past me.
It's not what my sources are telling me.
No, he wasn't there. I didn't see him. Trust me. Bobby Hill was there. Bobby Hill told me that he wouldn't have. He was having a good time, Bobby, and he came up to me, and he's like, "This guy, no Norm Smith without this guy." I'm telling, pointing at me, like taking the piss, just being like, because we played at the Giants together. He goes, "Man, this guy taught me everything. No Norm Smith without this guy."
Bobby Hill didn't seem that small. Like small forwards.
Nah,
AFL
he's
standard
strong.
in real
He's
life.
strong.
Don't look small.
Yeah, I've just reflecting on this now. I think I was getting bullied by all the Collingwood players on Saturday night. I thought I have
You're a team target.
Lockie fucking Murphy from the VFL talking about my hairline, and then I have Bobby telling everyone that there's no Norm Smith without me.
Which there would have been.
Just backhanded compliments everywhere, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was going on.
You know what, Collingwood? Try it again.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
He'll be decked out in your Nina Pasadena. Smacking
Oh,
blokes.
goodness gracious. All right.
Who saw this game coming? The next game. Who saw this coming?
Well, this was on live while I was there at the pub.
Yeah.
We were watching it. We could not believe it.
They were 40 points up at one stage, the Saints, and just dismantling Geelong. I thought, as you can see by our tips, we all tipped Geelong, but they just went whack early, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they looked like they're about to fall over late.
Do you know what's funny with this? And I don't know if we spoke about it, but a lot of the Geelong people in the office and guys that I know that support Geelong, even when they're watching the game, their bogey team is St Kilda. They were all nervous about this game being played at Marvel against
Yeah.
Saints. They were like, they thought they'd win, but knew that it would be a bit there. Interesting.
There was a bit of carry on after the game in the room.
Ross making out with he tried to make out with
Moving on.
what's his game? Captain.
Jack Steele.
No, the other captain.
No, it's just one captain.
What's the fucking
Cal Wilkie?
Cal Wilkie, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Jaron Geary.
No, it wasn't Jaron Gary. Cal Wilkie, they were kissing. Did you not see that? Ross kissed him.
Which is fine.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Cuddly
Love
Ross.
it.
Kissy Ross.
Kissy Ross.
Kissy Ross.
So maybe, do you reckon he went hard on him this week and then cuddly after it? Or
Oh, my sources are telling me it was a bit of a masterclass. It was a slow burn.
did you speak to the, is this from the horse's mouth?
It's just,
or-
you just have this feel for it. But they were unreal. I'll tell you who was terrific. And it was pretty good last week, but everyone else.
Farron Ray?
Farron Ray wasn't so good on the weekend.
That's your best ever.
Jimmy Gwilt. Thought he was serviceable. No, Jack McRae.
Yeah.
No, people were pounding him.
Well, I
last
think
week.
Kane was pounding him. I think anyone else was, but
Do you reckon Kane's still pounding him?
well, I'm
Probably.
not sure
You
what
have to
sort of
take-
pounding,
you
but
have to
yeah,
take a back step now.
I think that was it. It was-
35-10
You saw in
tackles.
the response too to all the teammates and everyone, they obviously love playing with him and do think he is damaging. I can understand what Kane was saying in the first game when they're losing, but it's funny when you win, opinions change.
Embrace the mid.
Who you got?
Marcus Windhager.
I love Winaga.
25 and 2 tagging.
Yeah,
It's a bit of work on, work off stuff.
yeah.
Who do you tag?
He tagged Holmes. I think he was meant to tag Smith
He went out with the calf.
laid out. So, again,
Maxi Holmes be filthy.
Yeah,
next man up. Who you
yeah.
got? There we go. So, Windhager, he's one of those players that
Just works hard. doesn't
Work
he? They
hard.
really respect him there too. They
love
gave
him.
him Spud's old number. Good kid from all reports.
Yep. So Windhager, McRae, Sinclair, Wangan and Miller, a good player, can use the ball really well.
Yeah, Nass.
So they
Do you reckon he stays at St Kilda?
God, he has to.
Oh.
They've got so much money, surely.
Yeah, I know.
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So St Kilda play Richmond next week. So you'd think hopefully that's 2 wins, potentially.
It's a strange old league.
You never know what's going to happen, but
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah.
I'm not giving away my tips for Thursday, but
Do you think The Saints might win that one.
Well, I don't know. You never know. I'm not giving away my tips. It's a close comp. It's a close comp.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit exciting if they can get some momentum and actually land a player into the off season.
Well, they have to win. I reckon
Players.
they have to keep winning to land a player.
No, that's sort of what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's at Marvel again. Oh, the Saints have.
Hey, they don't like Marvel, the Tigers.
No,
Just
well,
ask Dimmer.
Dimmer didn't. No, I think Oos he's changing that.
He likes it, I think.
He's
Good.
come back.
Good
yeah.
to hear. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I was just thinking, is there anyone off the top of your head that Saints you'd go for and try and get?
Yeah,
Like obviously they've
Conning.
Yeah, okay. Do you reckon that's what they need though? Like, they got
Yeah,
Rowan Marshall.
so Marshall
already,
can play forward. He's undersized as a ruck. He
Yeah.
battles his ass off. He's bloody good.
Yeah.
But imagine two of them. Imagine that.
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think they need.
I don't like Ruckman.
I think they need a. I think if
They
they
need
could
speed in the
prioritise. Yeah, that they'd prefer that.
Yeah.
Than DeConning.
Yeah.
I think DeConning's the one that.
Name the speedy mid that's out of contract that you can just go and target. LDU. There you go. He's at North.
Go for DeConning.
Yeah. You
Very
fell
good.
into that
Put
one.
Blade DeConning
Yeah.
on the ball.
Yeah.
Put him up on the wing.
Put
if
him
you
out
have
wherever
to.
you want.
St Kilda led by as much
Riccardi
as
on
41
the-
points before the Cats stormed back with 8 second-half goals.
Yeah, I did mention that.
So we'll move on. Brisbane versus West Coast at the Gabba. This was hectic. Again, I'm
Who
not...
called this game?
Oh, it'd have to be Lynchy on the boundary.
Yeah, Lynchy was on the
He
boundary.
was.
Yeah.
Corbin Middlemass was actually play-by-play.
Was he?
On KO?
He was on Fox, yeah.
On Fox.
Yeah.
We love KO. Brisbane, West Coast, as we said.
Yeah.
Fox is KO.
It's the same thing.
Oh, no, I'm using KO because
Correct.
we like KO.
Yeah.
The game, I was looking at the...
The worm?
No, not the worm. I was looking pre-game, and I'm not a gambling man, but I was looking at the odds. Brisbane were $1.02. Brisbane, West Coast, $15.
Yeah. The line was 60 points.
64 points.
64 points.
I don't actually know what the line means. What does that mean?
Well,
So
they give him
under
a
that.
64-point head start.
Yeah, they're handicapping the game, pretty much saying that.
And you choose the over or the under.
Yeah, interesting. But
By 64-ish.
what did you guys watch this one?
Yeah, I watched bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
I saw the Eagles jump out of the gates. They were smacking them early.
How'd they do it?
How'd they do it?
Yeah, because I didn't see that.
Brisbane were a bit sloppy. Like they fumbled and couldn't get their game up and going. They weren't as diligent on defence. But the Eagles just took the game apart essentially, and they were allowed to freewheel a little bit. You know, Tim Kelly was really good. Liam Baker was awesome to start. Dewar, Tyrell Dewar was really good. He's probably
good things
a
about him.
potential embrace the mid in terms of what he was able to do. But yeah, they got run down because they were a premiership side. So and they just lacked a little bit of class in the end, I think, the Eagles. But overall, they put in a great effort, and you can see that what Minnie's trying to implement there for for the years to come. But one of his biggest things he's going to have to try and get his head around is how you get the best out of Harley Reid, I think, and because he was 7 free kicks against and only
7.
yeah, flip the bird to the crowd.
Saw that.
Jeez.
Saw that.
Yeah, I think what he's paying the price for at the moment is a pre-season where he hasn't quite been able to get out in the park as much as he would have liked.
Where did he mainly play yesterday?
Mid.
Mainly mid?
Yep. Yeah, but look, they're a pretty solid. And Lockie Neal obviously well held last week. Only had the 10 touches. Had 10 in the first 15 minutes. Kicked a goal early, but then
I don't think West
35.
Coast will be a tagging side, will they? Because McQualter's come through the
No, we're a system team-based defence.
system mid.
Yeah, versus really shutting one down. So he was able to freewheel. Zorko didn't have a heap of it early, but then really got going. They were just too good overall.
How good's Fletcher as well? I love watching.
Yeah, he was
Jasper
good
Fletcher.
and kicked like a goal that really settled him late.
Yeah.
Like intercept, a kick out from Marek, and then he's intercepted and ran through, knocked it through, and basically put the game to bed.
He looks
after
great
that.
in the 3.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, like it, obviously.
Very
The 3
good.
knows the 3.
Very
Game knows
good.
Game.
Deal, where do you sit with winning a premiership and then changing numbers?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Josh
Link.
Dunkley did that at the Dogs as well.
Yes. So he went from
20 to 5.
Yeah. Where do I sit with it?
On
a
the
great
fence.
question. I'm on the fence.
If you won a flag in the 43 at the Giants, would you have then moved up?
I would never have changed. No, even though I was contemplating change to the 44, I was going to go up one.
40. I'm 43 at the Panthers.
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
Just pain owed. Is that what they say?
No, I don't. I think that for him to go from the 28 to the 3, like he's going to be there for a long time. I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that.
28's a bit of a.
It's probably the worst number in the AFL. 28 and 38 are my 2 most hated numbers.
Yeah.
Swapping from 20 to 5 seems unnecessary. 20's a fine number.
I like 22
like
for
5.
Simon Black.
I love 5 too, but if you're at 20 and you want a flag in it, surely you'd keep it. True? No.
Josh Dunkley I probably would have kept, but
Yeah.
I think the 28 I would have got rid of for sure. Gone to the
Does
3.
that mean his name goes on the locker of 20 at the
Don't
Dogs?
know. I don't know. We're going to have to call someone.
We should.
You
We'll get
would,
Boris to
if
check
you-
it out.
If you want a premiership.
I can't see.
Well, you were number 20 at
21, mate.
Suns.
21. Sorry,
Suns.
20 at the
I was
start.
20?
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What number are you at the Tigers again? Moving on. Let's get to it. North Melbourne v Melbourne. Congratulations, Mick. What a
mate.
fantastic game.
Standing
Sorry
up.
for this one.
Absolutely. Luke, LDU. Now, I was watching this game yesterday, and every time, I look back at the stats, and he did have a bit of the ball, but every big moment, I just saw LDU there.
He does.
How good was that run, the big run and bump?
Yeah,
And then
450,
someone stuffed the kick, the goal. I was like, man, that would have been the best team goal ever.
Yeah, so he didn't get a possession for
No,
it, but a big,
no, I think he got a handball. He was in the chain.
a
on the way
ground
back.
ball kind of contest and it spills out. Yeah, he's pretty good. Like the first couple of weeks for LDU, he probably hasn't had as much ball in terms of
Maybe something's playing on his mind.
But he's had impact,
Yeah, maybe
Impact.
he's got something else hanging
quality
over his head.
over quantity.
Yeah.
Brett
Has he?
thought he was really good. Defense had 6 tackles in the first half yesterday. If that ain't a sign of someone that's digging in for the cause, Brett. How many tackles did you have in the first half in round 2 in
If he ain't
2015?
shin boning the bloody hell out of it, then who knows what he's doing?
Yeah. So no, he was good. It was a good day.
Tell you who else was good? The big bull.
Big Bull was good, wasn't he?
Bull was
Yeah,
good.
you're pretty happy with that, are you, Brett?
Oh, yeah, mate. I'm always happy for Bull when he's had a lot of games where they haven't played well and no wins, and to get one and to smack them too, which is really good.
Yeah. I love Curtis, Paul Curtis.
Yeah.
He's very. What's he like, Mick? I've always wondered. Is he a quiet boy?
Yeah, very quiet. But
Just gets it done, doesn't he?
gets it done. Hard working.
Because was he a high pick or anything like that, or is he?
The boys, there's five of them that live in a house, right? 5 of the lads are about that age. They're a bit what they've got to move out of their house because the person that owns the house they're living in at the moment is selling. So clearly, you've got to find a new.
Yeah, you can't stay in
And
it.
there's 5 of them, and they're a little bit worried. 20, 21-year-olds going for a lease.
Get him
so-
one of Brett's houses.
Well, so on Friday, they've all donned the suits to go to inspections. And I thought it's probably the wrong way to go about it.
Massively wrong way to go about it. That's...
So they've just looking on the house hunt. They are. I think.
Okay, well, if you've got a house
Around
that's
Mooney Ponds, I
5
think.
bedroom around Mooney Ponds.
Yeah, 5 bedroom for 5 guys that wear suits.
Brett, have you
once
got
a year.
any on the market at the moment?
Yeah.
You do, do you?
Not Mooney Bonzo.
Do you really have a house on the market at the moment?
Yeah.
To buy or to rent?
Yeah. Buy. Or I'm selling.
Yeah.
They can't afford 15 million, mate. So.
Bentley East. Do I want to live in Bentley East?
Oh, you know who want to live in Bentley East?
Who?
Luke Davies-Uniacke when he's going out to St Kilda.
I think funnily enough, he lives in Bentley. Luke.
Okay, moving on. I want him to stay to Shinbone, so I hope he does. Great guy. I love him. I see a lot of resemblance of both playing and looks. Obviously, Finn's a bit faster, but Finn Callahan and Luke Davies-Uniacke. Is he a bit there? Or am I?
Finn's probably a bit bigger.
Bit bigger. Yeah.
Bit have a bigger sized midfielder who kicks on the other side of the body as well.
Yeah. So basically, they're both males with brown
So it's like
hair,
them looking.
and they
It's
play
like
AFL.
they looking at each other in the mirror.
Yeah.
Pretty good laterally, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a little bit, but not much. Monkey was good on the ruck bag during the week.
Yeah, he was.
and
He had an interview with Triple M.
Monkey was on Triple M.
Why is he
Yeah.
going on Triple M, not Footy and Friends?
Well, he doesn't know what Footy and Friends _ is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was a couple of good stories. I think a couple of good yarns pulled out of the Triple M.
Yeah, is he
pre-game? Might have to see Jimmy's man.
he got no teeth?
Yeah, no, there's not much going. There's got a few gaps in there.
I need Monkey on this show. I need Monkey in here.
We'll give him a call in the next couple of weeks. Because he is obviously the ruck coach. He's only looking after 1 to 2 players down there.
Oh, he'd be busy.
But
though.
they're going pretty well.
Well, Tristan Cherry's going
All
very
squad
well.
last year, and I think started the year pretty well.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better players on the ground yesterday, I would have thought.
What about for Melbourne? Where are they at?
Yeah.
What's going on there, you reckon? What broke down for them yesterday, Mick being there on the bench?
Is it from our point of view, like, and we've been in this situation a few times, where the game's like arm wrestling, right? And it's a little bit frustrating because from our point of view, it's like we've had opportunities probably to convert. First quarter, I think we kicked 3 goals, 9 maybe. Well, anyway, we had a lot of opportunities and go down by 6 points at
3-5 you
at
kicked.
quarter time. Sorry, 3-5. But then we were inaccurate for the next part of the second quarter. And again, you're kind of thinking, is this much more of the same? And we can't take our opportunities. But then we had a patch at the first part of the last quarter. We kicked 3 or 4 goals in a row from 7 bounce. And you're just like, the pressure valve released from there. So from a Melbourne point of view, I'm not sure. We kind of went after them with their midfield. Obviously, they've got the names and some high talent in there, but we really backed ourselves in there to play.
He smacked him in clearances.
Play on them, and in scoring from clearances, particularly. So, and a lot of that was early last quarter. So it was good. I really like the game for them of Chandler.
He
was good.
He was lively.
I like his new. Do you reckon he's taking inspiration from my?
I think so. Yeah, you, Sullivan, Chandler,
3 amigos.
3 big balls.
Similar hairlines.
That is a trio I didn't think I'd talk about this morning. Jill Buckley,
Kay
Chandler and
Lockie
Murphy Sullivan from the AFL
3 toe balls. Good on you.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So,
Good win, mate.
Clayton Oliver having a really good year as well to start the year.
Clary.
That goal he kicked was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's very good. Darling as well. Big shout out to Jack Darling.
What'd you make of the carry off?
I like Gaffey coming on.
Yeah.
Gaffey and
Just popped
Parker.
up. Gaffey's
Bloody sprinkler. It's good that some of the actual North players, like Parker's been there for fucking 5 minutes.
So's Jack Darling.
I don't know the theory behind how it all worked, but the guy I think that Andrew Gaff thing was great. I think it was handled pretty well.
Did you tick that off with Clarko?
Well, I went to Clark. I said, "Look, mate, I think he's only been here a minute.
Yeah.
He's only played the 2 games.
Yeah.
Let's get Gaffey.
Because I thought Castani was going to come and get him.
well, Constantine and Parker have had as big an impact on with Jack as anyone. 6 games between them for the Mighty Shiprunners.
The best would have been Sherry and Caleb Daniel. They should have got that.
That would have been so good.
That would have been brilliant.
The best thing still I've ever seen is the Sanderlands
Ballantyne
just on the shoulders.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. With Darling as well, like in all seriousness, good on him. He must not have missed many games.
Yeah.
Because he's 32, 300.
Durable.
What's his
The theme I was getting out of the week of the 300. So they do the video and former teammates sent in.
Yes.
And it was all testament to his preparation and his discipline. And that was the
Which
main
is
thing.
because there was a knock on him when he was first going to get drafted. He was a pisshead.
Well, that was why he didn't. Because
he must have taken that quite personally.
he was meant to go like pick 1 or 2 or something, and then he slid to 27. I remember this because it was a year above me.
It's a big slide.
No, but it was a massive thing because I think he'd gotten into a fight or something and he'd been knocked out like a couple of weeks before the draft.
Yeah.
This is verbatim. Maybe
I
not verbatim, but
I think I remember hearing very
Something
similar.
like that.
I'm on the same page as you, but I don't know if it's going to be a 1 or 2. It's a big slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's played 20 games in a season, all but 2 years, 2015 and then 2020, which was the shortened season. So he's basically had 1 year in his whole career where he hasn't played every game.
Wow. That's
Has he ever played a
impressive.
reserve
You know what that
game?
it speaks to? The career savers.
Yeah,
He has worn them every single
And also
week.
the compression on the calves, which I
The high
noticed because he
socks.
got the high socks. He doesn't do it anymore.
No, he's got the socks down.
Yeah.
That came
Have you
across.
asked him about that?
Well, no, but it came across in one of the videos. Again, that you guys would have seen these videos when you sit for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Grandma and great auntie. But
Wind it
there
up,
was
Nan.
one-
G'day,
Wind it up,
Jack.
Nan.
Nan here.
There was one that goes,
Nan, piss
"Hey,
off."
love the new look. Socks are down. Been saying that for years. Making a big deal. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no, he does look better with the socks down. Can we call Chommy?
Not, he probably won't answer, but
We'll see.
you can.
Who else you want to call?
Monkey?
I'd love to call Monkey.
Lockie Sullivan?
No, I'm off him.
Wasn't butts in it.
Morning, mate.
Hey, good morning, Chomley.
It's a good day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good day to be alive. Hey, mate, congratulations on the win. You're live on FAF, Footy and Friends.
Underscore.
Jeez, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Brettles is here as well.
Brettles, good to see you, mate.
I saw Big Chom the other day. He lives in
Yeah,
Carlton.
we actually ran into each other.
Yeah.
Hey, what a bloody game from you, bud. Hey,
Oh, mate, first half was pretty scary, though. I had genuine butter for fingers. Couldn't catch COVID in Wuhan.
no, I wouldn't have thought so, buddy. I thought you were fantastic. Oh, good on North
But
Melbourne.
how was the resilience of him just to bounce back? And
He
get on
just
with it?
bounced back. It was take each quarter at a time and get it done.
Well, boys, you got to give credit where credit's due there, Mick, and that's obviously all lies with you, though.
Thanks, man. Much
I
appreciated.
had a question to ask about the game. I'm just trying to remember what it was. Oh, that's it. Yeah. What about your post-match interview? Can we talk about that on KO?
Oh, yeah. Not good, eh? Bit of a voice break.
So he's had a voice break live on air.
Oh, it's bad, too. It's
Have
really
you? Has
bad.
anyone messaged you about it yet?
No, I actually haven't had anyone hit me up, so I think it's pretty underground, but it's pretty bad.
All right, we'll make sure we play it.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
No, good job, mate. Any questions for Brett or Mick?
No, well, I'll see Mick on Tuesday. Mick's been working a lot on my kicking, and I didn't miss a target yesterday, which is nice. So, and he's mental coach, handball coach. He wears many hats, Mick.
Oh, thanks, mate. A quick one on the post game. Geez, they came from here, there, and everywhere, didn't they, to get down to the
yeah,
room?
didn't they?
And I haven't seen since you've just kind of been, stagnating a little bit over the last few weeks and whatnot, and haven't been setting the world. You've been going okay, John, but you haven't.
Thanks, Mick.
But you play a game yesterday, which was through the roof, and the team obviously go quite well. And in strolls Nick Butler with a short sleeve North Melbourne jumper over the t-shirt and number 30 on the back,
And
into
trying
the
to get it
change rooms.
signed.
Oh, he did not have the jumper on.
He didn't have a jumper on, but I think there was a badge.
Yeah, I could imagine the badge. Yeah, he's quick to claim when someone goes well, but very quick to distance when you're not playing too well. He's been telling people he doesn't know me the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. And last one from me, mate. If we need to find you, and we have a relative that just needs some cheering up, or has a birthday coming up,
Maybe like a
can we
shout
find
out or
you
something.
on Swish?
Yeah, he can. Have you seen the Switch video? Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
He's
And
on
we're gonna
Swish,
edit
everyone.
it
If you want
into
a Swish shout out from Chom, make sure you go and get one.
Can you give us a little? I'm Charlie Common and find me on Swish.
No, I can, but what I can give you actually first is that's bullshit. That video, they said, just do a quick one. You can edit it later. So I've done a quick one in the front room. Haven't shaven, no product in the hair. Got an AC Milan top on. Just done it quickly, got out of the way, and then they posted on the Instagram story.
Yeah, no, I know.
Killing me.
I know.
Did you get many shout outs? Did you get many booking in?
I haven't had one yet. No surprises.
Oh, Chomley. Well done, mate.
Oh, God.
Hey, good to chat. Make sure you check out 200 Plus this week to hear all the things about Chom and the boys.
Who you got on this week?
We got the shipmates on this week.
Oh, there you go.
Big Instagram stars.
Are they going to talk about Drapes' goal kicking?
I'm sure they will. That's bizarre, isn't it? That's
Wow.
so
Chom, what
bizarre.
about Drapes shushing his own crowd after he snapped one from 10
Yeah,
metres?
at the home game, just shh. Not good.
Oh, God.
They'll get a run.
All right, good stuff,
Good
mate.
on you, mate. I'll see you later. Bye.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.
Hey, he's a good man, Chomley. Very good, very handsome man, actually, as well. Hey, good on you, boys.
We'll try and
Moving
get
on.
that video and
Yeah.
tap
Get
it
it
in
in.
the Switch.
You don't want to do the last game? No.
No. Good on you, boys, on the North, I meant. And last game.
As per Mick's earlier question, Jack
Oh.
Darling played Waffle last year
Oh, yeah, he would have got dropped last year.
and in 2015.
Did he get
Yeah.
dropped? Interesting.
Yeah. Simo was making a statement.
Made. Fremantle versus the Swans at Optus. This was actually a really good game.
Great game. Low score. This is the old,
Ross Lyon sort of
well,
set
it
up.
was 68, 65, which again,
Ross v. Big Horse.
but it's not to say it wasn't a good game and not entertaining, was it?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit, was it?
No, well, I think it was two sides that looked nervous to win, and that's they needed to win. And Freo, I thought they looked better for most of the game, but the Swans just rallied and come away with it late. But they were very lucky that Brendan Cox, I don't know what he was doing late in the game.
I reckon it was, I see a lot of fatigue. And it was 34 degrees.
It wasn't even like any body on him or anything. It was.
Yeah.
I'm calling fatigue.
Oh, you're giving him an out. Yeah, right. Anyway, he borderline didn't even compete against Amadi late. And
Sometimes you just lose the body, Brett.
But then I saw the graphic come up.
Sometimes don't you just lose the body?
I've never lost the body.
Amadi was zipping 2 from that spot
Yeah.
that he kicked and put through. But I think I prefer him with the cornrows than I do the
I like the throw.
Yeah.
I like it. But it was funny, wasn't it? That last kick, Rowbottom puts it in, like, a little bit to advantage, but it wasn't a great kick, was it? It wasn't a great kick, is what I was trying to say. And
it was a terrific
there was
kick.
no one really even.
Really?
Drop zone.
There was no one even really competing for it. Like, it was just a one-on-one.
Yes.
Like, no numbers
As a
coming
breakdown.
across. Yeah. Just a breakdown.
But as you mentioned earlier, Riley Bice was very good. He lit it up in the last 5 to 6 minutes and just went bananas. They kicked a goal, great goal on the run, and then a couple of kicks through the middle where it's just like, wow.
It's
this
like a
kid's-
weighted kick, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
kind of in between a couple of Dockers players, hit the middle,
opened the
middle of the
game up.
ground.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
Has he got the license, do you reckon, from
I think
Coxie?
he might have the license.
He might have the license. He just do what he wants.
James Jordan, very good on Caleb Sarong. He's blanketed him again.
Freo had a chance in the last little bit as well to score.
If there was 2 more seconds, I missed Marks that ball late. And it would have been a set shot after the siren to win.
Yeah, but there was one where it was on the way out. There was a free kick. I think it was holding the ball a throw. I think Voss
against,
threw it.
No, Driscoll.
Driscoll, was it? Yeah, okay, he
Driscoll.
threw it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had their chances, but I love when games go down to the wire. Our boy, Jake Tracy, he's
Kick 4.
kick 4, done well. I thought Voss was actually pretty good. I only kicked the one, but I think he missed a few.
Yeah.
Had 4 or 5
He's a
shots.
big
on
boy.
goal.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He had one horrific turnover in the middle of the ground where he
Yeah,
won
he-
it, did some really good stuff, and then went for a
Just a
centre.
shank, wasn't it? Did he go for the centre? I feel like it came completely off the side. I reckon he tried
Well,
to
I think
hook
he
it
got
longer.
pressure, and he's tried to then go around that. And,
Yeah.
just bank it down the line, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Or give the hands, even.
Give the hand. We actually need to bring Give the Hands
We
back.
definitely do.
Who's giving the hands on the weekend? Is it any him?
It's short notice.
Yeah, it is short notice. No, we'll do that from next week. Link, can we make a note? Give the hands. The
give
audience
hands.
want that. And they also want the wounded bull. If we can bring those 2 back. I know
What?
Tank's not with us anymore.
He's not dead.
Well, he is to us. He is to us. Unless he wants to come back, he can.
the wounded bull it's so hard to understand. It's just
Yeah.
crap.
It's just
Well,
whatever
how
you
do
want it
you
to
go
be. It's just like if you saw someone crack in, just give it to them.
But initially it was
But how you tried to-
has to have over 70% of their possessions in a contest and go at above 9%.
Put it in the
efficiency.
basket of the scratchies, the spin the pen. There's some segments that aren't going to last.
Melting
Bucko's big moment of the week.
No, that's a good one. I need to bring that
pillar
back
of
too.
the
Link, make a note. I need to bring that one back.
else
as
are we
well.
bringing in?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be rude here, but I think Fremantle need the number situation does my fucking head in. I'm not going to say, but like, I'm just wondering, is Heath Chapman like playing every week?
Yeah.
He's
Oh, well,
a good
he was a
player.
sub. He was a sub.
Yeah.
round one.
Okay. Okay.
But he's
So he shouldn't be in the
he's on a
five.
long-term contract. I think.
Yeah. I'm not
They'll
saying
tell you what,
shouldn't
who
be in
they're
the
missing.
five,
They're missing Hayden Young. And they were the third youngest
yeah, they are.
side in the comp on the weekend.
But I think Fremantle never had really like stars in the number 5. They had
Gareth
Gareth
Ibbotson.
Ibbotson.
Gareth Ibbotson
No, I
would
know
be,
he.
he'd be shaking in his boots.
I know he was a star,
Where's
like
the respect?
very good player, but not a 5,
He was the 35 to start, to be honest.
and probably should have stayed. Yeah. In fairness,
Who else was
He was
it?
an All-Australian squatter.
He had a good couple of years there at
someone
halfback.
Shane Woden, won a Brownlow.
And what are you saying?
He was number 22,
Yeah.
so you don't have to be. Not all the stars have to be low. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so suss that out. I really don't like. the
Take
look
that one to JL.
Take that to Belly. The
He's not there anymore in the same role.
Peter Bell.
Take
Shape-
that to Joe Bridie,
Yeah, take that to
Joe.
to
Bridie.
Viv Mitchie,
Viv Mitch.
Mitchie.
to Peter Fawkes.
Peter Forsyth.
I could go all day.
Kepler Bradley.
Give us your most random Fremantle docker.
Well, Peter Fawkes would be up there.
Yeah, he would be.
I had a sore hamstring. I went to the doctors back in 2011. It was the week after Peter Fawkes broke his jaw against Carlton.
Cloak. No, Collingwood. Travis Cloak's knee.
Maybe made his debut against Carlton, and then the week after was the Collingwood game.
Yeah.
Lost that game by 80 points.
What about Craig Moller?
Yeah, he's shooting hoops in China, I reckon.
Justin Bollenhagen.
Just a ball yeah. You don't know
hell
how to
is
catch
that?
any of these, Brett? These are all my former
Ben Allen.
Fred.
I know
He's
that one.
probably going to know every player that's ever been on the Fremantle list
yeah, I would, because
since date.
investing
think
in
of it.
you guys know all the GWS players.
Nick Shipley.
Oh, Shippers is a great man. All right, boys. Well, I think that's
He
it.
tried to tag Mick one day.
He
did.
did.
That-
He kept
infamous.
into 40. But in fairness, he was averaging 50, so he's got knocked
6
10 off it, or 6 off it.
He was
in tears at half time.
But also, he wasn't getting much help from his teammates. I didn't see
Sorry,
any
mate.
blocks off the
No,
ball.
I was running
32
patterns.
and
I was
2.
running patterns
What
off the
else
bat.
do you do?
I'm more looking over this guy. 11,
Oh, he's not come off the back of the square.
11-0-1 and thinking the next
Move
week that
on.
he should have been in the
Move
ones.
on.
Hey, just get it to me.
Mick, have you checked in with Hamish Shepherd recently?
Yeah. I can tell you what he's doing. He's moved to Victoria. He's down in Ocean Grove or something.
What's the far out? I've gone blank on a name. What's the guy that
That's not like you.
Ben Bukovaz.
No, you know this. He's from Adelaide,
Hayden Schleif.
and he's Will Swale's good mate from Adelaide, Fremantle.
Jack Hanneth.
Nah,
No.
Jack Homsch.
I actually saw Homsey on the week. Oh my god! I got another funny story. So I was at Sold again, and I'm working out in the gym, and Homsey's down there because he's working for the Crows. He's a backs coach at the Crows, and he's about to have a little kid. We're talking, and we're just like, you sort of in sets. You go away, come back, and Homsey's one of the most beautiful men, like just such a good bloke. And he comes up, and he's going a bit thin on top, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, so you did it, did you? You did the shave?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, just thought I'd cut it off." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, but I'm getting a bit thin as well." And I was like, "Oh, I just cut my hair, mate. I didn't."
Just because it starts to half back doesn't mean I'm going
I
bald.
said, if you actually look at it, Homsey, it's actually it's not that bad.
There's plenty up there.
I was like, "Can you not compare me to you, please, mate? Because you're hanging on by a fucking thread." So anyway, I saw him at the gym. It was good. Moving on.
That's not the guy we're thinking of. That's a good funny
You thinking
story.
of Tim Ruffles?
Tim Ruffles. Yeah. I lived with
Remember
Tim
the bloke I
Ruffles for a
sent a photo to you with on grand final day at the house party?
year.
Troy Cook. Sean McManus.
That's more your vintage.
Casey Sibasato.
I lived with Casey Sibasato and Tim Ruffles. They're the two that my first year at Proud.
Do you know I actually
Riley
stayed
Dunn.
in
Riley
Nick's
Dunn lived with
bed?
him as well.
You live with Sheridan. You live with
Lived
everyone.
with Sheridan. No, Riley.
Are you looking for that 5-bedroom home?
I was only ever on 1 year contracts with my housemates. It was like, you get out.
Next to Gilbert Fraser Reserve in North
Gilbert-
Fremantle.
That would have yeah, me and Tommy. That was where me and Tommy.
I've actually, when I stayed up with Sheridan once, I remember I stayed at your house and he goes, "Stay in Mick's bed." And we didn't really know each other then at all.
I was on the road, was I?
You were on the road. I think you were playing and he wasn't. And I was like, "Nah, I can't sleep in Mick's bed." So I slept on the couch just out of respect, but should have stayed.
It's my couch. I'd rather you sleep in the bed.
Yeah, correct. Anyway, I can't find this photo, but I'll let you know later. Anyway, see you next week. Big episode coming on the preview episode of round 3.
Yep.
We have a former player. Each week we're going to try and get a former player that's played for both clubs that are playing each other.
Okay.
So
Feedback on last week's guests, they were pretty good.
they
weren't
like Whitey. Yeah, didn't like Simo too much because Simo didn't give us much.
Murph?
They
Was
love
he allowed
Murph.
to speak?
Well, they've just never heard Murph speak for a long time, so he doesn't really get to talk. Oh, yes. And last but not least, guys, we are talking about Gather Round and going over to South Australia, which is very exciting. The Wednesday night we have the live show, which we're excited for.
We'll be there.
Very excited for that. Make sure you come up and get that done. This is all thanks to our friends at South Australia. We also have the 5K run on Friday morning. That's from Lululemon. And there'll be some nice little gifts there. We've got a Kick to Kick with the AFL Clubby session that afternoon with Mick. And then we have a catch-up that night as well at a pub. And then on the Saturday, we have a bloody pop-up shop with Outdated out at Summerton Park, which is going to be sick. So that's Clubby Sports and Outdated Group, which will be cool. Really, really cool stuff dropping there as well.
Yeah. They do some good stuff out there.
I'm pumped. Yeah, they do. Mate, I'll sort you out. Don't worry about that.
Will they?
Maybe Mack might get the package. He might be able to give you some stuff too.
Yeah. That'll be good. Gather Round's good fun.
It
First
is.
time last year I went there. It's a bloody good event.
It is. You excited, Mick?
Can't wait. Got a bit on. I'm just reading the schedule. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Busy
this episode has been thanks to our good mates Carlton Dry, the official beer of the AFL. Remember to follow us all on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and wherever else you listen to your podcast, Spotify, iHeart, Apple. Make sure you subscribe. It actually genuinely helps us so much grow the show and get it to new ears. And just in case you are looking for us on Instagram, don't forget the underscore, Footy and Friends underscore.
Carlton Dry, 3.5%, mate.
We love 'em.
They're bloody good beer.
They're good.